So, yes, here it is. We still need to wait a little for the brain cells to mature fully. How long? 3 days, according to the instructions we got. Once they're ready, you can call a meeting and communicate your decision to everybody. What happens then? We extract the brain tissue, process it according to Maxwell's formula, and start administering the treatment. Of course, we will have to dispose of the body. Whoa! What the fuck? Looks like I didn't use enough sedative. Let me just, There. Damn it. I hope it didn't activate the cortex. What if it did? What do we do now? Just take a deep breath, okay? I've used enough sedative to put a horse to sleep. So even if his cortex did light up for a moment, it's inactive now. I'll make sure it stays that way. Look, we can't get thrown off balance. Not now, when we're so close. Okay. You're right. You can't tell anyone about this incident, okay? They need to take the cure. I know some of them were against it. This would make them freak out even more. What incident? I didn't see anything. Did you? Okay. Good. Let's just give those brain cells the time they need to mature, and in 3 days, we'll proceed with the treatment. Simple as that. Sure. Fine. Here. Should I help with this now? There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there? I'm done here. Want me to take care of this now? Unbelievable. My whole research is gone due to someone's incompetence. Hey, what happened in the research lab? What happened? What happened? My whole research is gone because of a preposterous hardware malfunction. Tell me what to do to undo the damage. Well, only I can replicate the data. First, I need to have a working lab. Can you prioritize fixing it?
Now. My work is damaged. Should I work on this while you're scheduling repairs?
Find a solution. For a brief second, I believed it was all going to be.
Not bad, huh?
It really hits all your senses. The sound of the birds chirping in your ears, the summer breeze on your face. Quite the immersive experience. You forgot to mention the stench of mold in the air conditioning. Well, it can't all be perfect, can it? Apparently not. So, I was wondering, how much more did I not know about Mom? What? Well, it seems you got to know her better after our lives separated. I'd love to know what you talked about on that bench. So, this is what it's all about, huh? You just want to sit down and make up for lost time. That's not the way it works. What do you mean? You don't get to just collect a few nice memories and pretend you lived my life. Made my choices. You chose the easy way back then. You want it easy now. How do you know it was easy? I had my own problems. What if your life was actually easier? You never had to wonder what if. Well, now you know exactly what if. You know she wasn't alone in the end, but that's not enough for you. You're still making it about yourself. Just look at us. Here I am, scared of dying because of your decisions, and all you want is to hear more about Mom. My decisions? Yeah. You created us like this, like some kind of freaks, messing with our brains so much, I mean, it had disaster written all over it. But you preferred not to see it. You haven't got a clue how to cure us, do you? You're just pretending to care, because you need us to get back to your lousy life. Hey, you can deny it all you want, but I'm still waiting for a reason to believe you changed. And all I'm seeing is the same guy who left Mom because he was fucking selfish. Well, I'm sorry you see it that way. Yeah, well, that's not gonna help me much, is it? You know what? I think I just want to be alone. Another lovely day with a brain mutation. Would be nice to know there's a solution coming.
All done. Should I take care of this now? I'm done here. Want me to take care of this now?
Okay, people. I wanted to hold this meeting to tell you that, well, we finally might have a cure for your condition. Let's hold off celebrating till we hear it. I just want it to be over. We can use a treatment based on healthy brain tissue. For that purpose, we'd need to use the tabula rasa you've probably all seen occupy a space in the womb. So, you decided to go down that path. Great! Why don't you just hand us over for experiments already? Don't be so goddamn dramatic about it. This will heal our brains, ain't that all that matters?
Let's be rational. Since we already have the tabula rasa, I say we use it. What else are we gonna do with an awareness-free body?
I agree that we should be rational. It's just that there's something so cold-blooded about this. I feel it's a line we shouldn't cross, because once we do, there's no going back. Just tell me we're not doing this. We're not taking his brain out. It's sickening. We are doing it. That's my decision. Oh, so you've decided for us, without even giving us an alternative. Mark my words. It's downhill from here. Oh, come on. The boss has made his decision. Just fucking respect it. This is unbearable. Let's stop wasting time and get on with it. We knew from the start we weren't born into a fairy tale. Exactly. We weren't born into a fairy tale. Because we weren't born at all. We were just created to prolong this loser's meaningless life. Truth is, there is no good way out of this mess. The branching was, from the start, it was, Shit. He collapsed. Make way for the doctor.
Is he unconscious? It's getting worse. We need a cure now. What's your call?
Let's go for Maxwell's recipe. Good. I'll get tabula rasa ready for the procedure.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Okay, everything's prepped. He's not showing signs of waking up again? No, nothing. I've given him more sedatives just to be on the safe side. You want to say something before I proceed? I don't know. Oh, just do it. Okay, here goes. And that's it. Almost. I'm taking it to the lab to create Maxwell's magic potion. Is he? Yes. He's dead. But don't worry, he didn't feel a thing. We're doing fine. Stealing them is tricky. I press the dough with a fork. It looks closed. But when I throw the pierogi into boiling water, How does it work?
You explain the subject you're working on to the duck. I know it sounds silly, but it really helps.
Hey, how'd it go with the treatment?
Well, the therapy has begun. Everybody took their dose of Maxwell's medicine, and it's looking optimistic. No bad reactions, no side effects. In fact, I can already feel the difference. My head is clearer. It could be a placebo effect, of course, but I'm hopeful.
It's kind of sad about Tabula Rasa, though.
What's done is done. Let's focus on the task ahead.
Come on, man. So, how do you feel after the procedure?
I'm fine. Just leave me alone, okay? I can't believe you did it. I just don't want to think about it.
Do I look like I need a nanny? Go to hell.
So, how do you feel after the procedure?
Oh, I feel much better. Don't worry. We'll help you get out of here. Then you can dispose of us, just like you did with Tabula Rasa. That what you wanted to hear?
Look, it wasn't easy for me either. But I'm happy you're alive. Let's focus on clearing our way now, and once we're out of this canyon, I hope we can talk it over properly.
Yeah, great idea. Let's get down to some anomaly busting.
Cool. So, how do you feel after the procedure?
First night without cold sweats. How do I feel? Fucking euphoric.
That's great. Unfortunately, not everyone shares your enthusiasm.
What can you do? You'll never please everybody. You had the balls to make a decision. That's what counts.
Thanks, man.
All done here. Should I help with this now?
Hey, how do you feel after the procedure?
I'm pretty good, thanks. How are you?
I feel bad about what happened to Tabula Rasa. I'm not sure it was the best choice.
Well, for some reason, you decided to make that choice, which I guess makes it the only choice you could make, right?
I'm done here. Want me to take care of this now?
Hey, how do you feel after the procedure?
Well, to be fair, I think it's working. But I can't shake off this bad feeling that it was a very wrong thing to do.
We did the best we could, given the circumstances.
Yeah? Well, maybe it wasn't good enough. I just hoped we were a better man. That's all.
this out.
Hello, Jan.
There's gotta be another way.
That alien thing is inside one of us, damn it. We gotta test our blood with the pathogen to figure out who before it feeds again.
Just do it.
Oh.
No reaction. You're clean.
What about you, Quay? Where were you when Martinez was attacked?
I was burying my wife.
Oh, God.
Nothing. Sherman, you're up.
Yeah, I'm not sure this is a great idea. Feels a little unsanitary to me.
It's the only way. None of us are safe until we find out who's infected.
Really? It's the only way?
Kinda gotta agree with Sherman here, guys. Not sure about this whole test thing.
Sherman's just stalling because he's afraid of what we'll find.
Oh, right. You think maybe he's the alien?
Nuh-uh! I'm just not jumping at the opportunity to cut my hand with a reused knife.
You just sterilized it.
He just waved a Bic in front of it for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, not very thorough. Maybe we skip this.
I could give you some of my blood. Just give me some dental floss. I bleed every time.
You can't combine the blood with spit. It'll contaminate the sample, Sherman.
Okay, but we can use a rusty blade covered in everybody else's blood? Oh.
The more you refuse, the more we know it's you.
Oh, that's kind of a good point. You seem like an alien.
No, it's not me. It's the principle of the thing. What if I do give my blood and it does react because of some problem with your pathogen test? How do we know it's even accurate?
He has a good point. Yeah, how do we know it's even accurate? Maybe the test isn't that good.
My wife developed that test right before she was killed. She gave it to me with her last breaths.
And I'm sorry that that happened. All of us have lost somebody up here, but also, you know, she's not around. So we're gonna just take her word for it, not mine?
Seems kind of hypocritical.
How do we even know it's an alien thing to begin with, huh? I mean, sure, we can't find that mysterious embryo we mined from the core of the meteorite, but did we really check everywhere? Look at this place. There's like a ton of, as everybody looked in every nook and cranny, right?
Right, and even if it is an alien, how do we know it's not nice? Maybe it's a super nice alien, maybe it just was a little grumpy because it got woken up after 30,000 years, and it happens to subsist on human flesh, but that's not anything personal, that's just like out of necessity, so it could be really nice.
Right, it could be nice. Did we even think about that? Or are we too busy coming up with some gross blood test thingy because we can't deal with our control issue?
Enough! I'm gonna get that blood. I don't care if it's from your thumb or from your goddamn throat.
Hey, whoa, hey, hang on.
Out of my way. I know what an alien life form looks like when I see it.
Do you? Or did you just forget what a friend looks like? Guys! Come on, I mean, this week has been crazy. I mean, I saw a guy dragged by his large intestines. I saw the captain's head get blown off, clean off her body. It's been nuts. But you know what else I saw? I saw Kara help Martinez figure out the Wi-Fi. I saw Richards dominate at Codenames. Sky 4? Are you kidding me? I saw Quay help me, the one last-minute transfer that nobody else knew or had any reason to trust, feel welcome and at home no matter where I originally came from. Guys, we're a team. You know, at the end of the day, does it really matter which one of us is the alien? What matters is that we're all together. Right? Right, Richards? So what do you say? Shake hands?
Love you, man.
What? Sherman was the alien? He always seemed so nice. He never said anything to me about my weird skin, eye, and voice condition. Honestly, there was a moment there where I thought I might be the alien. My skin thing's been acting up. I don't know if anybody noticed.
That's your self-worth issue.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not real.
It's honestly like I have this body dysmorphia thing where I see my face and I go like, maybe I'm an alien. But